Welcome to Loleventvods. Watch the highlights of today's First Stand 2025 matchup.
Here for TL, so they need to make sure they don't find themselves behind the 8-ball, because if Umpty's trying to respect the missing Leona in the bottom lane, that's going to be a dragon.
Yeah, Umpty should be able to grab that one there. As, okay, Gravity Field going to go down as APA with his Death Ray. Going to be able to do a lot of work onto Delight, who will flash. But if just one more piece of damage comes through, he should be dead, and the Death Ray is what secures it. Core JJ able to survive there as well, and that is first blood going over to TL. Peanut should be able to answer with these Void Grubs, but the Dragon's going down on the bottom side, and TL, that is a really good first exchange.
Yeah, really huge for them. Does feel bad that you're not going to have those Grubs for your Jacks later on, but I think
Glorious
well worth
evolution. All right, Riftwalk is now available for Zeka, and so this is where things start to become a little bit of a problem. APA still trading okay.
Mountain into Cloud here, start things off as Impact's going in.
Yeah, Grandmaster's Might is down as Zeus can be very tricky as Peanut, he turns up. The flash is going to be used by Impact to get himself out of there. Impact wanting a 1v1 as Core JJ in position once again. They go for this dive, it's certainly dangerous, and Core JJ flashes in Zeus. Not a lot of options, but he does have dashes for days. So he will make it out. Certainly good news. As Umpty's going to move in, on top of some vision right now. Zeus taking some damage. Delight going to be moving up as Umpty turns up as well. There is going to be a Skarner here pretty soon.
He's been given some extra time here to try to push turret plates. Oh, hold up.
Umpty in a little bit of trouble. The Trigger Seed does come on through as APA, another Gravity Well that works extraordinarily nicely. Zeka taking a fair bit of damage.
Impact may need to be.
Yeah, there's a flash forward. Grandmaster's Might comes down. He does have the counter-strike, but Peanut gets in there, and there goes the kill. Zeus picks up one, and the assist goes over the Impact, so that helps Band-Aid it. And now, perhaps, there is going to be Peanut in some trouble. Does flash away as Teleport gets in.
We're not done yet.
Yep, TL still have a slight gold advantage. We'll see whether they can actually get in and take away any of these Grubs. Remember, they took the first 3.
Impact teleported bottom side here, trying to put some pressure on the plates, but Zeus does have TP, so they need to be aware of this.
Yeah, APA turning up. TL have invested a lot in this already, as now Zeka on the flank angle will get pushed away. But with 2 Grubs remaining, HLE, they don't even really need to worry about it. 5 Grubs, that feels all right.
Does feel really strong.
It's not going to get the feats of strength, you know?
And, you know, they end up getting this. There's no teleport. Zeus down bottom side. Now they're going to try to get plate gold here top side, maybe even set up for a dive.
Yeah, Daisy getting a little bit aggressive here as Delight might get knocked up, but does not. Dragon turning up here as Peanut going to join. Core JJ wanting to be the one that soaks all of this CC, and that Solar Flare was
setup that they have. So, still feeling good as APA?
Yeah, Delight altered it. As there's the public execution, that's how they're able to get that man advantage, but Zeus is burning down. The Impale is so good and Delight will survive. However, Impact just flashes on top of him. Can he get another? The answer's no, as Zeus just dances around the Jack.
Esports. As TL look to grab the second dragon.
Yep, that'll be their second as well. They were able to grab the first, so this is certainly good news. I'll take that one down. It's going to be an Ocean Soul. Maybe a bit of
the balance of Kassadin as Impact is in
maybe
danger.
Some trouble. He's just going to try and clear out the wave. He's doing his best to ignore the fact that these champions are here. As the Winter's Bite, Concussive Blow's not stacked up. And Impact given a little bit of space here. Peanut by himself shouldn't be enough, but he's able to hold him in position for so extraordinarily long. And there's the public execution, and it was definitely public.
It's not quite the same type of incredible lead because of the scaling element here that we had in Game 2, but once again finds himself the center of attention in a really pivotal game here for Team Liquid. Generates so much gold off of first strike, as Peanut is very tanky.
He is, but so's Daisy, who is just trying to interrupt him as best she can. You can feel it. There is a fight a-brewing.
I mean, they just kind of looked for a fight, but it couldn't find it. Young lost half his health bar. Now the objective is just going over to Hanwha Esports for free. And this is worst case scenario, I feel, here for TL outside of losing a fight. Is just not getting the opportunity to take one. As yes, Hanwha had to group for this.
Not able to really get too much done. Great route to come out from Umpty to stop Peanut from coming forward. But now Zeka is going to turn off the Arcane Shift. Not a whole lot of places to go in that flash. wasn't great either, but the knockups are coming in, and Yon survives for so incredibly long. Impact turning up, trying to take down Zeka, but another Riftwalk gets him to safety, and finally Impact gets here. Peanut flashing away to get himself to safety, and HLE, they just had more people there more quickly.
Yeah, exactly. They just had a numbers advantage, and they were ahead on the tempo. Everyone
Going
was
to die first is a very scary situation, as now Zeka in trouble. Zenith Blade going to connect there from Core JJ, but he flashes and he rift walks.
It's just so hard to chase down to Kassadin, and now this Herald is going to crash mid, and Hanwha Life are trying to wrestle that Dragon Prio away.
Oh, public execution as well as Impact underneath the turret. Viper not going to stick around, but it is still going to be this turret lying on the floor pretty soon. Core JJ going in once again as a solar flare onto a Skarner is maybe not the priority target here. As Zeka turns up once again. APA in that backline. Let's see how much TL can actually get done. Azeus getting spotted there by Impact. And Core JJ's trying desperately to tank things up. These health bars are getting so extraordinarily low, but it's Zeka that takes down the Leona, and TL are pushed away. Peanut smacks them into the wall, and TL just get their backs broken in this mid-game. A triple kill for Zeka's Kassadin. And that's not a great sign. Make it a quadra, make it an ace. And HLE...
the Jacks, 1.2k down, catching the waves in the side and not pushing them in. Impact 2 levels down on Zeus here, and he's just not able to do anything. He's getting cut down.
It's pretty absurd. And I mean, Zeus has been playing some weird champions so far. It was Kale and then Quinn in this series. This is, you know, one of the more coveted of the champions here, as Impact just getting dove underneath this turret by Zeus alone. Now wanting to try and find a cross-map play.
Zeus has TP, so you're never gonna have a numbers advantage. And Hanwha Life say, this is my moment to take Otacon. APA can, of course, join his teammates as well here with his own TP.
Yeah.
Looking for a kill on the Zeus first, but I just don't think you can lock down this dashy champion.
Yeah, it's not going to be able to kill him. Does stop the recall, I guess, as now the flash comes out. Peanut still just flashing forward. They get the suppress. Down goes Umpty. No more spite for TL. As at least they get some decent damage onto Zeka, but he's still rift walking forward. Core JJ just standing his ground, says, Yon, you must live. He'll live, but I don't think Otacon will.
Teleport coming through here from Zeus to continue the pressure insides. Otacon could be taken without him here. You can see a TP from Zeka into the top lane. He's looking to push the inner. The whole map is falling apart, and Yun's just taking what he can in the mid lane. Maybe, if he gets enough time, he can get a bounty here while Otacon is being taken, but contesting, not even a dream, not even a concept here for TL at this point. He's just going to walk away, let that wave crash in mid as the Otacon goes down. Ruinous here.
It's the donkey whistle here from Viper, dodging all of the skill shots there as well as Gorgeous. As there's a public execution, the door is given to them as well as Yon is just picked off and destroyed. The same fate lies for Impact as Core JJ's able to walk it off. But TL, I mean, they just have to watch as their friends are torn to shreds this game.
I guess he didn't have the shift at the moment. He had it seconds later, used it, but didn't use it to avoid. That one is taken out at max range from another ultimate from Zeus. He's had so many good ones this game. And I think this is the beginning of the end, Atlas.
Yeah, there's the force pulse. Core JJ slammed into his Nexus. APA, not a lot of buttons remain here as Peanut can tank these turrets for way longer than he could when he was playing Zyra in the previous game. They'll settle for an inhibitor for now. The best,
Strong combo.
Yeah, up a creek without a paddle as Umpty just not allowed to be there. And Zeus shows him exactly why. Zeka is now going to punish Yon for it as well, as he just waits for another Rift Walk. And Yon knows exactly what's going to happen here. Force Pulse to kill him.
It's just an absolute bullying here.
0-4.
This is the happy game Hanwha were searching for, and I think they found it, Atlas.
They did. They're just like, okay, why don't we have maybe only a couple of players play those champions that they have a lot of fun on, and the other ones can do the things that are just good in the meta at this point in time. And also, let's have a composition that does a thing that looks planned. That works.
3.5 items. Sivir is going to make quick work of this Baron, so the side laners can continue to actually set up those Baron waves for the last 2 inhibitors remaining here for TL. Baron gets taken over. Now they're looking for more.
Yeah, Zeka he's still Kassadin, isn't he? So yeah. I guess he can do this time. On his Silas, he was making those plays and getting punished. And I guess now he just doesn't. Zeus may, though, as he is underneath the turret here. Zeka is chasing after APA, and APA just takes 1 billion damage. Is trying to kite, but Sometimes you press R in his general vicinity and he pops like a balloon. Umpty also going to suffer the same fate as Zeka gets himself out of there, using his health bar as a resource, ladies and gentlemen, as Zeus takes down Impact. I think this series is over as HLE, an absolute statement here in the final game. I'm glad they had a bunch of fun. TL also showing a phenomenal game number 2. But HLE showing exactly why they're the favorites here on their home turf, as they'll take down the final nexus of the group stage and move on to the playoffs pretty comfortably after this win. And big congratulations now